Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I filmed for you Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette look number 2. I said I was gonna do 10 looks with the one palette, so yeah, this is number 2, and if you want to know how to achieve this look, keep on watching. Bye. So should we start? Yes, first off, Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and this is going before my foundation to help it last all day and to also absorb the oils. And going with my Locket Tattoo Foundation by Kat Von D in the shade 52, and my buffing brush, my flat buffing brush by Real Techniques that I got from my sister last year. And I'm just going to apply that foundation all over my face, and oh my gosh, this is a perfect match for my skin tone. I am in love with these foundations. They have so many shades. They have like everything. Like, I'm always in between shades, and I've never been able to find a foundation that matches me exactly perfectly. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm just applying that foundation all over my face, and once I buff that foundation in, I'm going to move on to my eyelids, and I'm going to use Soft Ochre by MAC. You know this. I always do it every day, all the time. Anyways, I'm using my Real Techniques brush, and I'm also going to apply that all over the lid and underneath the eye also, because I'm going to be applying shadows there. And as you can see, the huge difference from one eye that's primed and the other one that's not. I love this soft ochre because it also gives me coverage, and it covers all the dark circles, the veins, and things that I don't want coming through. Next, with my sticky tape, I'm going to take a long piece of tape, and I'm going to apply that from the outer V of my eye to the tail of my eyebrow. And this is going to be a bit long, and it's also going to serve as a shield for the eyeshadow fallout that I will get later on. And like I said, with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, I'm taking this beautiful brown shade, and I'm also going to, it's brown, but it looks a bit orangey on camera. So I'm just going to apply that on the outer V of my eye and lightly concentrating it into the inner corner of my eye, not all the way to the eye, so just lightly, whatever's left over, I'm just going to bring it over. Next, with the plummy shade right here, I'm also going to apply that on the outer V, and whatever's left over, I'm also going to drag it towards the inner corner of the eye. And I'm just going to make sure that everything's blended out with this Real Techniques brush, and that's the same brush I apply my primer with, but that's okay. So I'm just going to blend those colors out so there are no harsh lines. Moving on to a more vibrant plummy shade, I'm also going to apply that strictly on the crease, and I'm just going to make sure that I apply that and blend that out as much as I can. And the key for this look is blend, 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 as well as any other look. I'm just making sure that I'm really applying that very strictly to the line. Now, moving on for eyebrow highlight, I'm taking this white shimmery shade from the corner of the palette, and I'm just going to apply that on underneath the brow bone. Moving on to this pinky champagne-y color, I'm going to apply that on the inner third of my eye, and I'm also going to apply that all over the lid. Going with this in-between champagne and in-between plummy shade, I'm going to blend all the colors in the crease together just so that everything is smooth and there are no harsh lines. Moving on to my eyeliner, you know what I'm using, my Physicians Formula in Ultra Black. I always use this eyeliner. I literally say this every time I do a video because I've been using this for so long. It's my favorite liner ever. So I'm just doing my wing liner. I actually prefer doing it without the tape, but the tape is there, so why not? But definitely like without the tape better. Once I finish the eyeliner, I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape, and I get a perfectly sharp line. Moving on with my 204 eyelash by Ardell and my duo adhesive glue, and this one dries black, so it's perfect. I don't have to do anything afterwards. So I'm just gonna pop those babies on. And I didn't speed through as much in this video because I don't really have that many videos that I show how I put my lashes on. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on that. You let me know if you want to, but we'll see. Next, I'm going to let the eyelash dry, and I'm taking my Fit Me concealer in the shade 15, and I'm just lightly going to dab that underneath my eyes. With my damp beauty blender, I'm going to blend it all away. And for more coverage, I'm taking my MAC Pro Longwear concealer in the shade NW20, and I'm literally taking half a pump. That little will go a long way. You don't need a lot of this concealer. It's so thick and it's so much coverage. Like, I love it, but I only need half. So after I apply that on the T-zone, and I'm also going to blend that with the damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to make sure that everything is nicely blended. Next, to set that, I'm taking my Bare Minerals in light, and this is a powder. I'm just going to apply that underneath the eyes, and it's more of a yellow tone, so I really love this, so I don't have that intense of highlight. But yeah, I love this powder so much, and it does miracles. I'm telling you, it's my favorite one so far. So I'm just going to apply that underneath the eyes. And for the rest of the face, I used my NARS Translucent Powder. And moving on for the bronzer, I'm using my Kat Von D in the middle shade here called Shadow Play. And I'm just going to literally warm up my face with this bronzer. I love it so much, this palette, I mean. I'm just going to apply my bronzer on the regular areas, on the hollows of my cheeks, on the sides of my forehead, on my forehead, and I applied it on my forehead so it makes it look smaller, and on the hollows of my cheeks so I have a very defined cheekbones, and on the sides of my forehead I do that so I have a slimmer face, and I also put it underneath my jawline. Here's a quick tip. I suck my lips. I do the fishy face as much as I can, and you can see how clearly my cheekbones stand out, and that's exactly where you can put your bronzer if you don't know how. And here I'm just defining my jawline, and I always do this so I have a more crisp jawline and more noticeable. And I'm also going to run that on the sides of my forehead, on the sides of my nose, which I also contour off camera, and taking this iliac, I don't know how do you pronounce this shade name. I'm just gonna apply that on the bridge of the eye, on the bridge of the nose. Next, I'm taking Margin by MAC. It's a beautiful frosty pinky light peachy shade, and oh my god, look at my pro skills. Did you see how I grabbed that brush? I put it in slow-mo for you. If you want to watch it, go back again. Anyways, I'm just applying a light amount of that blush all over my cheekbones, actually on the apples of my cheeks to be more specific, and just very light. I don't want so much going on. For highlight today, I'm using my Nylon by MAC, and this is actually an eyeshadow, but oh my god, this thing is so amazing. It is the best shadow you can have. It's so you can multitask with this. You can do anything you like. You can use it as a shadow, as a highlight. You can do anything, whatever you want with this Nylon by MAC. It's my favorite shadow ever. Next, moving on with the lower lash, and I'm taking the plummy shade that I applied on my crease. I'm just running that along the lower lash line, and to give it more warmth, I'm taking the orangey shade right here in the palette. I'm also running that on top. Taking any black liner, I'm going to do my bottom waterline, and I'm also going to tight my upper waterline. I'm going to tight line my upper waterline. Next, for inner corner highlight, I'm using the same corner highlight that I used underneath the brow, and this finished the look. For the eyes, I'm taking Boldly Bare by MAC. It's a lip liner. It's just 2 shades darker than my skin tone, and taking this NARS satin lip pen, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. I love this so much. It's so buttery and so moisturizing. It's perfect. Anyways, this is it for the look, guys. I hope you enjoy, and please like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to watch next. I am doing the 10 looks, so have fun. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.